In the late 1950s, thousands of pregnant women across the United Kingdom were given a pill doctors believed was harmless. It was prescribed for anxiety, for insomnia, and for morning sickness. That pill was thalidomide. And within 2 years, children would be born without arms, without legs, some without ears, and some without functioning organs. This is the story of how one drug reshaped British medicine and how the fight for justice lasted decades. Hi everyone, welcome to True Medical Stories. My name is Simone, and on this channel, we uncover what really happens inside healthcare, from crimes and catastrophic errors to system failures and remarkable survival stories. If that sounds like something you're interested in, consider subscribing. Post-World War II, Britain was rebuilding. Science was booming. Pharmaceutical companies were symbols of progress. In 1953, a German company developed a drug called thalidomide. It was later distributed in the UK by the Distillers Company under the brand name Distaval. It was marked as non-toxic, safe, impossible to overdose on. Doctors trusted it, mothers trusted doctors, and there was something even more powerful. The pharmaceutical distributor in the UK, Distillers Company, relied on extremely weak safety standards. At the time, drugs were not required to undergo rigorous fetal safety testing. Thalidomide was only tested on adults. Thalidomide does not usually harm adults immediately, which gave doctors and companies a false sense of security. The real danger was developmental biology. The drug disrupted blood vessels growth in fetuses during a very narrow pregnancy window. This is one of the darkest ethical failures in medical history. It's alleged that women were told the drug was safe, but nobody tested what it did to unborn children. It was advertised as safe during pregnancy. In hindsight, it seems unthinkable, but in 1958 Britain, it was normal. Pregnant women took the pill to help relieve symptoms of nausea. Then, something strange began happening. No one knew why. The pattern became impossible to ignore. Children were often born completely differently depending on when the mother took the drug. Thalidomide only needed to be taken during a narrow window between days 20 and 36 of pregnancy to alter limb development permanently. If the drug was taken in early pregnancy, which is the first trimester between week 1 and week 12, the effect on the baby would include severe limb loss, because during this phase of pregnancy, major organs begin forming. The brain and spinal cord develop, and the limbs would begin to appear around week 4 to week 7. This stage is medically the most vulnerable period of birth defects. In the case of thalidomide, the highest risk window was roughly weeks 4 to 7. If the drug was taken mid-pregnancy, which is in the second trimester, week 13 to week 27, this is where they would see organ damage. Some babies were born with arms but no hands, legs fused together, missing internal organs. Some had legs so short their feet attached near the hips. This is termed phacomelia, which is a rare congenital condition where a baby is born with severely shortened or missing limbs. The name comes from Greek words meaning seal limb, because the arms or legs can resemble a seal's flippers. Many died shortly after birth. Across the UK, around 2,000 pregnancies were affected. Approximately 460 children survived. Globally, the estimate reaches 10,000 to 12,000 babies. It was reported that many infants did not survive their first months. In 1961, German pediatrician Widukind Lenz noticed an alarming spike in babies born without limbs. Independently, Australian obstetrician William McBride suspected the same drug, thalidomide. Their findings led to the drug being withdrawn in the UK in December of 1961. However, the damage was already irreversible. You might expect arrest, criminal trials, executives in handcuffs. That didn't happen. Internal documents later became central in legal battles involving survivors and journalists. Journalist Harold Evans and the Sunday Times uncovered evidence suggesting that companies knew about potential risks earlier than publicly admitted. It is alleged that the UK government at the time even attempted to block publication using legal restrictions, which sparked a major freedom of press battle. Instead, families faced years of legal resistance. Parents were left raising children with complex medical needs, prosthetics, surgeries, lifelong care, while fighting a corporate giant. Then, in 1972, journalist Harold Evans and the newspaper The Sunday Times began investigating. They uncovered documents suggesting deeper corporate knowledge and regulatory failure. It is alleged that the government attempted to block further reporting using contempt of court laws. It became a constitutional clash between press freedom and corporate protection. Public pressure mounted, and in 1973, a settlement was reached. Millions of pounds were paid into a compensation fund, but many families felt it was too little. But here is the most controversial fact. No major UK executive went to prison. No sweeping criminal convictions, just settlements, quiet agreements, and lives permanently altered. Many survivors reported being hidden from public view, being treated as medical experiments rather than children, constant hospital visits and surgeries. Some were raised believing their bodies were punishment or mistakes. They had to learn how to write with their feet, to drive with adapted vehicles, to navigate a society that often saw disability before humanity. Many became advocates. They forced Britain to confront uncomfortable truth. How safe are medicines? Who is responsible when science fails? What does justice look like when damage cannot be undone? Today, survivors continue to receive government support payments, decades after the original prescriptions were written. That alone tells how profound the harm was. The thalidomide tragedy changed global medicine. In the United States, FDA reviewer Francis Oldham Kelsey refused to approve the drug, preventing widespread catastrophe there. Worldwide, drug regulation was transformed. Mandatory safety testing, strict clinical trials, ongoing drug monitoring system. Modern pharmacovigilance exists because of this disaster, but there is a haunting question that remains. The mothers did nothing wrong. The babies did nothing wrong. The doctors believed what they were told. So, where does accountability truly lie? This has been True Medical Stories, where we uncover what really happens inside healthcare. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and share this video to help keep the conversations alive, because awareness can save lives. Until next time, stay informed, stay compassionate, and take care.